I want to show you how to design dashboards for executives. It starts by understanding what are the top priority questions that my executives care about. In this commercial real estate example, they cared about 5 key questions, which were all about vacant revenue, market gap revenue, their vacant revenue trend over a 12-month period, and their market gap revenue trend, as well as which properties had the most available revenue. Once we figure out their top priority business questions, we move to laying out the dashboard in a purposeful way. And so the way that I designed this dashboard is those top 2 questions, I'm going to build some metrics and visuals to answer them at the very top of my dashboard, which is where they look first. Then I'm going to answer question number 3 and 4 across the middle, those trending questions. And then finally, in the bottom left, I'm going to answer the question around available revenue in each property. Then in the bottom right, I'm going to add a little bit of branding and a tagline and summary line to draw them into this dashboard, as well as an insight, summary, or narrative that's going to dynamically update based on what they're selecting in the dashboard. Next, we start building out the dashboard components. I'm going to start with that vacant revenue where I add a big number and a chart that breaks down their 3 unit types. This chart is clickable and interactive to filter across the rest of the dashboard. I'm going to use that same design for my market gap chart as well. And then across the middle, I'm going to add those 12-month trending charts with line charts with little circles so they can see the visual endpoints for each of those different months. Then in the bottom left, I'm going to add a horizontal bar chart showing the properties. This is going to allow me to quickly click and sort the highest and lowest revenue available for each of those individual properties. And then finally, in the bottom right, we add a little bit of branding and that insights summary. And now one other thing I love to do for executive dashboards is add some targeting. So I'm going to add some targeting to this dashboard. And then a final step is adding a little bit of color to show where they're off target and draw their eyes to the areas of focus. This is how you design dashboards for executives.